Hello, Verbling.com members. Yes, we are ready to go with another English class brought to you by Verbling.com, the best place on earth to learn a second language. Let's talk about what's happening on Verbling.com. You have English classes, 100% free English classes, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 100% of these classes are presented by native speakers, English native speakers from all around the world. You can connect and interact personally with your English teacher. Hello? Is this not the best place to improve your English? Tell me. So I can't believe how good Verbling.com is. It's amazing. But thanks to Verbling.com, I am here to help you this hour. My name is Geoff Watson. I am Canadian. I come from Vancouver, Canada. And I am here to help you this hour, to work directly with you, to help you read 2 articles about solar energy. I am passionate about the idea that we, as a species, as humanity, we need to create a free, clean, limitless source of energy. If we want to save our planet from environmental destruction, we need to do this. And one option that I am getting more and more excited about is solar energy. And so I hope that you are interested in this topic as well. Now, I have prepared a document for everyone, and I usually post the documents well before the class, at least 24 hours before the class. And so all of you, 100% free, you have 100% free access to the documents. You can download the documents before the class and pre-read the information. Read the information before the class, so when you come to the class, I can answer your questions, and you are ready with comments and opinions that you can share with the group. And of course, to practice your English, speaking. Great. And so, the document is called GWF 49. So if everyone please could go to the Verbling.com website and download this document so that you can open it on your computer and so that you will be able to read the text clearly, because sometimes the Google Hangout screen is blurry, it's fuzzy, it's not clear. So great. Now, I'm going to put some questions into the Verbling.com chat box. Here come the questions here. And this is what I would like to ask people to talk about just for 1 minute while we say hello. So the questions are, how much, and I don't know if there's, and thank you to Tarcisio.
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you for putting the direct link to the document in the Verbling.com. It's that easy. You participants work together to help each other to improve your English. Every study done on language learning shows that people who try to learn a language by themselves are not as successful as people who find a community or group of learners to work together to improve their language. So let's go with the questions. How much do you spend on household energy each month? Do you use a lot of energy? In your opinion, is the cost of energy in your country high or low compared to how much money people make, what people's incomes are? What kinds of energy do you use? I use 100% electricity, for example. How are these energies generated, or where do they come from? And so I'd like to say hello to Andrew. So
hello,
please tell us where you're connecting from and make whatever comments you want about your personal energy use.
Should I start? Should I start first?
Yes, your name begins with A, so you're first.
Okay, how much do you spend on household energy each month? Well, I'm not sure how much. I just can say I pay $10 per month for the electricity.
Good.
Do you use a lot of energy? I don't think so, because I use safe energy lamps. Yeah.
Okay, light bulbs?
Light bulbs, yes.
Energy saving light bulbs, okay.
Yes. In your opinion, is the cost of energy in your country high or low? You know, one kilowatt. Do you understand? Does it make sense?
Yes, kilowatt.
Yeah, 1 kilowatt costs about 10 cents in Russia.
Okay, and now that's great information. I don't really know the significance of that information.
It costs 10 cents.
But in general, your people's energy bills, is it a lot of money for people, or is it quite affordable and reasonable?
I suppose it's affordable. It's not so high.
Okay, that's the question.
And what kind of energy do you use? I use just electricity. I don't use solar energy.
Okay, no. But a lot of people use natural gas or propane, for example.
Yeah. If you're talking about natural gas, yeah, I use it in my flat. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I pay about $9 per month for the natural gas.
Okay. Oh, okay. So in total, you're paying maybe $20 a month on overall energy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Now, I'd like to move on because we've got lots of questions, and I wanted to say hello to everybody. But great. Keep those questions in mind, please. Luisa, hello. How are you? Luisa, are you there?
Hello.
Hi. Where are you connecting from?
I'm connecting from Colombia.
Good. And so please tell us the energy situation in Colombia.
Okay, here we use a lot of energy, but electric energy.
Yes. Okay.
But sometimes here we have like you have to disconnect all electrodomestics and don't use electrodomestic for 1 hour. Yes.
Every day?
No, everything no. I don't know. Like twice or in 6 months or something like that.
So these are scheduled power cuts to save energy?
Yes, something like that. But no, it's always. But yes.
Okay. All right. And how is the electricity generated?
What? Sorry.
How is the electricity that you use made? How is it generated?
Okay, in my house I use electric energy.
Okay.
So
But my question is, where does the electricity come from? Is it hydroelectric power, or is it produced by burning coal, or is it produced by burning natural gas?
Entire is electric.
Okay, hydroelectric.
Exactly.
Okay, great. And Andre says we use methane, but it depends on the city. And so I'd be interested to know, how is the methane gas produced? Is that produced from organic waste? Okay, but let's go to Maria. Hello, Maria. How are you? Yeah. Now you need to turn on your microphone, Maria. Now what I'm going to do is, okay, yes, great. Where are you connecting from?
I'm from Canary Island, but I'm living in England now.
Great. Okay. And so what about your energy needs?
Need I use, no? What energy I use?
Yes, what you need, what is necessary each month for energy.
I don't. I use the gas, no, natural gas.
Natural gas, okay.
But in my island, it's the small island next to Morocco. My island is the I don't know the name in English. The natural energy, the sun, the windy.
The wind.
I know yeah.
Or we say wind power.
Yes. Wind.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
we need to create a name for this type of energy, because many people call it renewable energies. But I disagree with that word, because solar power and wind power is limitless. You don't need to renew it. It's always there. It's limitless. And so I like to call these maybe clean energies. But people can use their own terms. All right. So in the Canary Islands, people are using solar power and wind power.
Yes, in my island, in La Palma, it's the small island. It's the smallest island, yeah.
No, that's fantastic. So I'm going to look up some information about that for an upcoming class. So great. Thank you for the class idea. Miale? Robert? Miale? Miale Robert.
Hi, hello. I'm here.
Yes.
Hello.
What is your name?
I'm Robert.
Robert. And where are you connecting from?
Hungary.
Great. And so please tell us about the energy situation in Hungary.
I don't have too much information, but I use
your personal use.
I use electricity and central heating and water, because I live in a flat, a small flat. So
now the central heating, what energy do they use to heat the building? You know?
Water heating.
Okay, but is that heated with electricity or with natural gas?
I don't know. I don't know, honestly.
Right. And how about your power bills? Your electricity bills?
It's medium, I think.
Okay. All right, good. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. And Omar, please tell us.
Hello. Can you hear me well, or do I have to turn off my camera?
Continue. It sounds okay.
Okay. The majority of electricity production here is produced in several types. 10 years ago, the main type of producing energy was by burning fuel. However, the government took serious steps in order to improve the sum of electricity produced. So they are now planning to depend on clean energies. A lot of fans now are built in the mountain in order to maintain all the wind power that we can take. So the government is making huge steps in order to support this kind of step of clean energies. You know,
Great.
it's renewable energy, and it won't cost a lot in the future.
Well, yeah, okay, great. And this is just a personal comment, so please, this is just me, Geoff, nobody official. But I don't like saying renewable because wind is limitless. It's you don't need to renew it. It's a source of energy. It's a limitless source of energy. That's my opinion. But anyways, great, thank you. So I'm glad to hear that. And then where are you connecting from? Please tell the people.
Turkey.
Yes, and so good. I'm glad to hear that Turkey is using wind power. And we call them windmills, but there's another word that we use for those kinds of things. Great, thank you. Ria, welcome.
Hi.
Where are you connecting from?
Yes, I'm from India.
Oh, great, thank you. And welcome. And could you answer our energy questions?
Yes, each month we use around 800 Indian rupees for electricity. And I don't think that I use a lot of energy because we have recently shifted to a new house and we are not using air conditioning because we haven't bought an AC yet.
Okay.
So, and in my opinion, the cost of energy in India is moderate. It's not very high, not very low.
Okay.
And we, in my family, we always use electricity. And electricity is generated mainly from thermal power and hydroelectric power. But in some places in India, thermal electric power.
Thermal?
Thermal, yes. Burning fuel.
Yes, okay,
burning
thermal.
Coal.
Thermal electric, yes. Okay, great, thank you. Oh, no, thank you so much. All right, and so you don't use air conditioning, and a lot of the electricity is produced by thermal electric power. Great.
Yeah, but in some places, people are also using solar power to generate electricity.
Well, especially in places where you need to use air conditioning, there's always a lot of sun, isn't there?
Yeah. And as India is a tropical country, so you always get a lot of sunlight.
Yeah. All right. Wonderful. Thank you. And Servet, welcome.
Thank you. So how are you today?
I'm great.
I just jumped in. I can anticipate the question a little bit more.
Now, thanks to Tarcisio, the questions are in the Verbling chat box. And so we're asking people about what kind, and Adam has reposted the questions for us. Thanks, everybody. We're talking about what kind of energy you use. In your opinion, do you spend a lot on energy each month? What types of energy do you use?
Okay. Actually, there are lots of categories when we say energy. My father uses car. It has petrol. It costs lots of money. Petrol in Turkey, like $2-3 a liter. A liter of petrol. It's expensive. At home, we use electricity, like natural gas to warm. Use electricity. The price is not so. It's not cheap. It's not expensive here, but it depends on the system that you use. For example, isolation is good here. I live in a suburb. But
insulation.
Insulation, yes. Insulation is good. Yeah, so I don't need to even turn up the heater because of the insulation is very good. But there are different level sites. What do you call like a group of buildings in a suburb? Like surrounded by fences. What do you call? We call that like
surrounded by a wall.
Wall.
An apartment complex.
Yes.
Yeah, we would say complex.
Yeah. In some complexes.
An apartment or a condominium complex.
Yeah. In this, there are like near other complexes has different type of systems, but it costs really about three times higher. So it's very expensive there.
Okay. No, I'm going to move on. Thank you.
Yeah.
I wanted to say hello to Tarcisio.
Yeah, I'm here.
Please bring us up to date on your personal energy situation.
I use a lot of energy every day. I keep my computer connected all day long. Thus, at the end of the month, I probably spent a lot of energy.
Okay, and so how much do you end up spending? Is it a lot of money for you?
Not for me, but for my parents. It's probably it is a lot of
so
money.
It's free for you. Okay.
It's free for me.
And any other complex about? Any other comments about your family's energy needs? No. Okay. Tarcisio, are you there?
We used to make hydroelectric. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Please go ahead with the comment. Yes,
I said
perfectly.
in my country, Brazil, we are used to make hydroelectric energy. It's our best way to get energy because we live in a tropical country. It's hot, it's raining, and we have a lot of water. You know, probably only farmers use solar energy. Because in cities, in big cities,
yeah,
we just have hydroelectric energy.
Yeah. Now you usually do it.
I usually do it. Yeah.
In Brazil, electricity is usually produced by hydroelectric power. All right, great. And I'm going to go on to Vicente. Vicente, welcome.
Hello, teacher and everyone. How are you, teacher?
I'm great. Please go ahead with the energy questions.
Okay. Well, I don't spend a lot of energy because I always try to save it. See, the cost here in Brazil is low because the source of energy we use is hydroelectricity. Because the cost is low.
Okay. And right. Okay. Let's move on.
As I said
go ahead, please.
To Andre, I think it's not that low. It depends on where you live in and how many people you live with. Because there is a lot of cities that is much expensive, and the cost is the same. It's really expensive.
Yeah, there are a lot of cities. There are a lot of cities where it is very expensive.
Yeah, by the way, hydroponical energy is the cheapest kind of energy in the world because it costs nothing but energy of the water and to build the station, yeah?
Yes, hydroelectric, right. And I am from Vancouver, Canada, and we use a huge amount of hydroelectric power. But these projects are very expensive, but let's move on. What I'd like to do is to bring up the screen share, the document on the screen share, and I would like everyone to please download this document so that you will be able to read the text clearly, because sometimes the Google share screen is not clear. And sorry, surprise, this first article is a little advanced because it deals with two subjects. It deals with the solar energy in solar energy use in Germany, and also a news broadcaster called Fox. This is a television station or television channel in the United States. And so it's a mixture of two ideas. But let's start reading, and I'll explain things to you as we go along. So, Andrew, could you please read our title?
Sure. Solar energy in Germany. Where the Sun Don't Shine, posted February 13, 2013. Should I keep reading?
Please.
The internet was abuzz last Friday with some astounding news. Germany has more sun than the United States. That's as reported by Fox Business reporter Shabani Johnny last week on Fox and Friends. In a statement she's probably been regretting ever since.
Please continue.
The good news about this news is that it's simply not true. In fact, Germany has solar energy resources comparable to those of Alaska, while our mainland is more akin to sunny Spain.
Okay, akin, similar in this situation. And yes, go ahead, please, with questions. I love questions.
The title is grammatically correct. It says, "Where the sun don't shine."
Correct. This is incorrect, and she is referring to an expression in English that is very vulgar and rude. And so I'll let you Google that. People can Google it if they want, but it's to put something where the sun don't shine. So people can look up that expression. It's very rude. So she's using it as a sense of humor. It should have said where the sun does not or doesn't shine. But great question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
And we're talking about a major American television news channel, and one of their reporters said that Germany has a lot more sun than the United States. And this
teacher?
He's gone.
He dropped, I think. Oh my god.
Maybe someone muted him.
No.
No. It's because of the internet connection.
Yeah,
Maybe.
probably.
Yeah.
But did you see what "where the sun don't shine" mean? The human news. Oh my god.
I haven't looked it up.
Anus. The human anus. Oh my god. It's horrible.
Sarah, could you explain why is it rude when this expression sounds like the sun don't shine? Because I haven't heard this expression before. Why is it rude?
Don't think so.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone.
Hey, you're back. Hello.
Okay, so I'm sorry for that, and thank you to the person who left the class to make room for me because I could not get back in.
Oh my god.
Right? I don't know what happened. Let's continue.
Teacher,
yes.
are you using video? Probably your connection will be better if you turn off your video.
Okay, well, but my connection is fine. It's just that there are disconnection problems with the teachers. It's a problem that Verbling is trying to solve, and they are working together with Google to solve these problems. Thank you for your suggestion, but
No
I don't really know what's happening. But I'm going to continue with the screen share. So could someone please tell me what information is on this image? It's fairly simple, but could someone practice their English by...
I think the image shows us the areas according to the temperature. So in the...
Okay. Now, I think it's hours of sunshine received every year.
Okay. So the red part, the west and south of
the southwest
of United States gets more sunshine.
More than Spain.
Parts. More than Spain, yes.
Do you see?
Yep.
But then where is Germany? And someone else, please?
And it's not good, yeah?
I'm sorry, it's not good?
Yeah, because the sun getting not... It's like the changing of the climate, yeah?
Oh, no. This is good.
No?
This has always been this way. The southwestern United States is similar to a desert. It's where the Grand Canyon is. And so this part of the United States has amazing potential to use solar energy. And remember, the news broadcaster said that Germany gets more sun than the United States, which is a ridiculously stupid comment. Now, could someone else take a look at the map of Germany? What color is the map of Germany?
Okay. Purple.
Purple. And what does purple and blue signify?
So it's the lowest amount of sunshine that they get.
Exactly.
Now, everybody look up at the northwest corner of the United States. That's where I lived, just across the border in Vancouver, near Seattle, Washington. So we have weather similar to Germany, very little sunshine. But the United States has an incredible potential, especially in the south, in the southwest, for generating solar power. So why is Germany creating so much energy with solar power when they have the same kind of sunshine as Alaska does? Now, I don't agree with that, but Germany has the same kind of solar power as Canada does, and we are north of the United States. So do you understand the concept that I'm trying to communicate here?
Yeah.
What am I saying here?
You are saying that if United States uses this technology, if wants to use the sunshine, utilize sunshine, and they will gain a very big amount of electricity from sun.
Okay.
Yeah.
And right now, Germany is using solar power successfully.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Germany is more successful than the United States?
Right. And yet, Germany gets very little sunshine, very few hours of sunshine a year compared to the United States.
But how can they do it?
That's it though. How can they do it? Because they use it, because solar power works, even in countries that do not get a lot of sunshine. And so here is the latitude of Germany. So these are the imaginary lines that show the position, the distance from the equator. The equator is the imaginary line that goes around the middle of the Earth. And the latitude of Germany is 47 degrees north to 55 degrees north. And Berlin is at 52 degrees. Now, I will show you on the map the border between the United States and Canada, this straight line here, if you can see my cursor, that is 49 degrees. So it shows that Germany is mostly north of the United States, that almost all of Germany is north of the United States. And the farther north you go, the less sun you're going to get. Okay, and so let's continue reading. I'd like to get Luisa, could you please read this for us?
Okay. This image from the National Renewable Energy Laboratory is by now a familiar sight to anyone who knows anything about solar energy, a group that clearly doesn't include Fox and friends.
Please continue.
The same week, another Fox story also concludes that solar is on the decline. Why? Well, it's clearly because solar is affordable only when the government throws billions in subsidies at it, which are now being slashed. At the same time, homeowners have been snapping up solar because of an influx of cheap panels from China. So let me get this straight. The problem is that solar is not affordable without subsidies. And also that is so affordable that people are buying in droves. There must be logic in there somewhere, right?
Okay, now this is an extremely advanced paragraph, I'm sorry, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it. All I wanted to say was that the Fox network says that solar energy is not affordable unless the government subsidizes it with billions of dollars. But at the same time, the prices of solar panels, these panels that collect sunlight and turn it into electricity, are incredibly cheap and inexpensive, and people are buying lots of them. And so that doesn't make sense. Right now, if you want to buy solar panels, there are lots of cheap, inexpensive solar panels available on the market. All right, and so let's continue with the reading. Great job with your pronunciation. Maria, could you read this for us, please? Okay, now we've lost her. Omar, could you please read this?
What these stories really tell us? What's really on the decline is not solar. It's a couple of other things, and one of those is Fox News itself. A recent poll shows that the network's credibility is at an all-time low, though that's still not low enough when you consider how many people continue to absorb its misinformation. And while other media outlets may not be laughably, I lost the camera. Okay, laughably off base as Fox, the American public is not getting an accurate picture when it comes to solar.
Okay, now let's stop here. We just need to talk about this quickly. It is advanced. Now this person is against Fox Network. They say that their credibility is very low. People do not believe in this news network. But these news networks still continue to send out a lot of misinformation in the opinion of the writer. And in the opinion of the writer, the American public is not getting an accurate picture of solar energy. They're not getting the correct information. And now why? Why, in the opinion of the writer, is the American public not getting a correct or accurate picture of solar energy? Okay, and I'd like to move on to the next person. Servet, could you read these two paragraphs for us, please?
Yes. What's more significant, though, is that fossil fuels are on a slow but steady decline. Last year, even a major coal company admitted that it's only a matter of time till we move away from them, and that this is the right move to make. But most in the fossil fuel industry are not so upfront. When people in power see that they are losing their power, pun intended, they can get desperate. And that's the real story behind these Fox stories.
Okay, great. In this context, upfront means to be honest in this context. And so I believe the writer is a woman, she is saying that we are going to move away from using fossil fuels. Now, whether you believe that or not, personally, I don't believe this, but unfortunately, but people say that we are moving away from fossil fuels. And of course, the people in power, the fossil fuel industry, don't like this. They are a very, very powerful industry that are connected with governments all around the world, and they're worried about the fact that other forms of energy are going to take away their power and influence. And power is a joke because it means power like political power and control, and it also means electricity, energy, power. So this is the pun or a joke that people make when a word has two different meanings. The same word has two different meanings. And so she is accusing Fox Network of providing misinformation to try and protect the fossil fuel industry, primarily oil and gas industries. And now what I'd like to do is I'd like to show a clip, this news clip that people are talking about. So, sorry, I'm going to turn off the screen share here. What I'd like to do is to show you the YouTube. I would like to show you the YouTube application. If everyone please could activate or add the YouTube application so that you can see this news clip. And again, sorry, this is an advanced news clip. Just relax. This is real English. You need to learn to understand it eventually, and I am here to help you. And I'm going to find the link that I have. Just give me 1 second here. Sorry. It's on my document. There it is.
The reason why they
the report.
Sorry, I'm looking for a link that I want to show you the news broadcast that the writer is talking about.
I have it.
No, sorry, I have it. I was just looking for it on the document. It's on the document. And so I'm going to start playing the video.
What's wrong?
We all know it's cleaner. More businesses are starting to take notice. We got to double down on
Okay, so if people please do not click on the video, people, so that we can allow it to play. Now, the Fox Media Network their reputation is that they are against President Obama, that the Fox Network is really associated with the Republican Party, the conservative side of American society, and they are, people say, they are accused of being connected with the oil and gas industry. Now, I'd just like to stop here and explain something, and I hope people can understand. I believe that the people on the news broadcast are correct here. President Obama wanted to create jobs in the United States by giving government money, subsidies to companies so that they would start producing solar power products manufactured or made in the United States. And that plan failed. So these companies that received government money have failed. And it's because the United States cannot compete with countries like China when it comes to producing products. And so if President Obama made a mistake, it was to try and get the United States to manufacture solar energy products like solar panels. But the argument here is, can the United States use solar energy to generate electricity? These are the two issues that are being discussed here. So number one, I don't think the United States can make money and create jobs by manufacturing solar panels, but we'll see. Okay, so what they're talking about now is the use of natural gas. And so they're saying, let's take the focus off of solar energy. Let's stop trying to give the solar energy industry subsidies and government money, and let's put the money into developing the use of natural gas, which is cleaner than burning coal, etc. And they say that they have 100 years of natural gas in the United States. Now, this may be correct. This may be good information. Let's continue. So there she just said that Germany has a lot more sun than the United States. So I'd like to stop the video there, but thank you. And just, this is the comment that the writer is talking about. So we need to separate two things here. Can the United States create jobs by producing solar panels and making solar equipment? Probably not, because it's very hard to compete against countries like China. But can the United States use solar energy to create electricity? Yes, definitely. They have more sun than Spain. Okay, so let's go back to our reading. But what I'd like to do is just to get some comments from people. And so I don't know, you can answer the energy questions again. You can talk about the potential of using solar energy in your country. If Germany can use it, can your country use it, etc. And so I'd like to start with, we always start, I'm going to start with Vicente. Could you please share a comment with us, Vicente? Anything. And remember, this is an English class, so please feel free to practice your English. I'm here to help you.
Yeah, I think that she, as you said, as we saw the map of Germany, Germany receives less solar shine than United States. So the United States can produce solar energy, but maybe it's not something so profitable that will create many jobs, and it's a problem, a difficulty. But I still think that Obama is right. Maybe he needs to find the right way to do it, but I think it's worthwhile to do it.
Okay, great, thank you. Well said. So they have less, Germany has far less sunshine than the United States, but they are using solar energy to produce electricity. And remember, there's a problem in the market right now because solar panels are so cheap. That's the problem. They're so cheap. So everyone in the United States can buy solar panels cheaply. Okay. Tarcisio, a comment from you, please?
Yeah, I think USA can use solar energy. They just have to invest as much as China does. If USA has more sun than Spain, as you said, they can create so many jobs. Why isn't it working? What's the problem? I really don't know what's happening, but I think it's possible to make and use solar energy as Germany does.
Yeah, okay. And now I guess the argument, though, is can the United States create jobs by giving factories that make solar panels? And I think this is the problem where maybe not, because the United States has lost all of its manufacturing jobs. But can they produce electricity with solar energy? Definitely. But I think that's the argument with people. Go ahead, Tarcisio.
I don't know why the Americans don't buy solar energy. But if they want to buy solar energy, probably the United States will be able to create jobs with them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The installation jobs, the maintenance jobs. Exactly.
Yeah, the government must to invest in solar energy to make people interested in buy solar energy.
Okay. They must invest. They must invest in it. And networks, television networks like Fox Network, should start sending correct information. Servit, a comment from you, please?
Yes, I think it's correct. In salaries in the United States are very high, so it's hard to compete with China. But you can also use this as an advantage. You can take advantage of this. Like, for example, the company Apple produces, I think, their products in China or in different countries, but they also sell the products overseas. So you can do the engineering in your own country. You can hire engineers. You can improve the quality of product, efficiency of product. As I said in the last class, in solar panels, the efficiency is problem. I don't know. China can produce solar panels, but we don't know how efficient they are. If they are not efficient enough, or if they don't have, if their lifetime isn't long enough, United States with better technology, obviously they have better technologies, they can produce better. They can design the engineering of these products with better efficiency, quality, and they can make China to produce them, and they can, because of the brand, it will cost less, and you can sell your product again to China. So
yeah, okay.
You will maybe spend maybe $1 billion in China to make them produce. You will hire Chinese people, but you will sell the same product to China maybe $100 billion.
Okay, great, excellent, thank you. Good comments. Omar, please, any kind of comment from you?
Okay. What people care the most in the United States is finding a job. So if this investment bring us a job, then it's okay. We will do this investment. And when it comes for solar power may create some job opportunities, but actually this is temporary. We are talking here about a lot of factories who produce fossil fuel, who produce our energy that we are used to. When we cut all of this energy, all of these factories, people will have a lot there will be a lot of unemployment. So in my point of view, I would guess people won't agree with this. They don't even care about the environment. Actually, their personal what we call
their personal situation or
personal situation, it's better than the environment.
Yeah, okay, I agree. Personally, I agree, and you said that very well in English. And so, Andrew, a comment from you, please.
Okay, and I'd like to add, if the panel solars will be used, for example, in Russia, the government, in Russia as well, in the United States, the government won't have as much money as they have right now, because no one will buy natural gas and the electricity from the government company. That's why they aren't interested in this way of getting energy yet.
Right, they're trying to protect the fossil fuel industries.
Yes.
Yeah, great, yes. Great. We're back to you. Vicente, another comment, please?
I think that, I don't know how many rivers there are in the United States, but another good solution could be the hydroelectric energy. I don't know if it's suitable for the United States, but it works in Brazil.
I think anywhere in the United States where there are rivers, there are hydroelectric power plants. I think that the United States has probably maximized its use of electric power, hydroelectric power. But as you saw in the southwestern United States, there's very little water. It's like a desert. There's more sun than Spain, more sun than southern Spain. And so it's a very dry area. So it would be perfect for solar power. But they also have oil and they also have natural gas. They say that the United States is going to become the largest producer of oil in the world soon. And so, you know, there are options there to continue with the fossil fuels. Tarcisio, a comment from you, please. Thank you, Vicente.
What more? I think United States must invest on solar energy, creating places to produce it, and start distributing that energy. Of course, that solar energy won't be the largest energy. I don't think largest is the right word. The bigger, the bigger part of types of energies. How can I say it?
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit lost. You're saying that the United States should be buying energy from other countries?
No, I said that the United States must create solar energy and give jobs to, and start distributing. I don't know how to say this word.
Yeah,
distributing. Yeah.
Distributing,
yeah, that energy.
Okay, and the solar energy.
I said that solar energy won't be the, I don't know how to say this word in English. I'm going to translate it.
Yeah, okay. Well, do we have any Spanish speakers here? I speak Spanish. ¿Cuál es la palabra? I'm going to move on to Servit, and I'll come back to you.
A maior parte.
No.
I think it's the most part.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't speak Portuguese. I'm sorry. The biggest part, the majority?
Yeah, the majority. Yeah. I think it's that word. I think that solar energy won't be the majority part of energy, but it will be a great part,
Okay, or it could be. It could be.
It could be a great part.
They have the potential. Great.
The United States just have to invest on it.
Yeah, to invest in. to invest in it.
Yeah, invest in it.
Good. Servet, a quick
Yes.
comment, please.
Yes, in the video also mentioned natural gas, and I think it's not worth it because when you change the system, it may be a little bit more nature friendly, environmental friendly, but when you change the system, you will also need to change lots of things in the country, maybe cars, maybe other things. So it will cost lots of money, and it won't last too much time, too long. So, but because now we are started like producing electricity cars, electricity powered cars. So countries should go to the solar clean systems to produce electricity and should finish this transition process or progress soon, I think.
Yeah, okay, you should change to electricity. If you're going to change the country's infrastructure, change to electricity. That's what Germany's doing. That's what Japan's doing.
Yeah, it's the future because
basically. Yeah, natural gas is great, but it's just another fossil fuel, and we need to move away from that. Omar, a quick comment, please.
I think another reason why this system is working in Germany is because the population. And the second, as statistics shows, that the German population is not increasing. It is staying stable. So people so the German government is not asking for creating more job opportunities. So maybe that's one reason why people are in Germany are considering for a better future for their country, since job opportunities, finding a job is not something like in the United States.
Right, I agree. Right, there's no shortage of jobs in Germany. They're actually asking people to move to Germany. If you guys have the ability to move to Germany, go ahead. Oh, we just lost. So let's end the class. As always, great job, gentlemen. Thank you so much for your active participation. Please come to my Facebook page and post specific ideas for class topics. I can find you lots of things to read, listen to, and watch. Take care, guys. See you soon.
Thank